take this opportunity to give warning to the so-called affordable bloggers. We know you have been given money to dance on people's graves, on people's issues when our women are being raped, when our children are being bastardized, and all other things are happening. We know nyinyi mlikuwa mnajifanya mnatetea raia, lakini mumepata kazi. But you must understand your day is coming. Na tunataka kuambia kama nyinyi ni wanaume na nyinyi ni wanawake vile mnajifanya, mutokee kwa kamera hivi vile nimetokea, mukuje mutusi wananchi wa Nakuru, muambie wasirudi kusema kuna shida. Sababu nyinyi mumepewa pesa, muende mkatetee wakora, endeleeni na hiyo utetezi yenu ya wakora. My name is Ben Macharia. I'm the chairman, Friends of Devolution, Nakuru County. I've just arrived from Nairobi, where I went there to see the chairman. We had a memorandum that we were going to present to the chair of the Senate Devolution Committee, Senator Moses Kajwang of Homa Bay. And we have done that in regards to what is happening to the city or to our county of Nakuru. We have looked at the various sectors, we look at the deplorable situation that is happening within Nakuru County, and we have all the reasons, by the way, to go talk to the Senate committee, be able to tell them exactly what is happening. That at the end of the day, we have a reason when you look at Nakuru County in terms of performance index in vis-a-vis the amount of resources that we have received as a county government of Nakuru. So far, as far as Nakuru is concerned, we have received over 85 billion. That means that out of the shareable revenue from Nairobi, up to when you now add our own source revenue, we are talking about 200 and something billion of shillings that so far we have received as Nakuru County. Our job mostly is to look at the milestones that have been done by the county government of Nakuru. We look at the challenges, then we look at the way forward. What do we do going forward as a county government or as a people of Nakuru? Our work is to promote public participation, look at the various structures of governance, look at transparency and accountability so that our county can get value for money when it comes to project implementation and development within the county government of Nakuru. We have been able to represent the memorandum, but to our surprise, what we did, we had to tell the Senate the real truth about Nakuru County. What is happening? Just to mention but a few areas or programs that we think, our county is failing. The biggest and the most important is the docket of health. We have clearly demonstrated to the Senate what is happening in Nakuru County, that all our level 4 hospitals, that is the sub-county hospitals, they are 90%, they are in deplorable condition. This is because there is misuse of what we call FIF, that is Facility Improvement Fund, the money that are supposed to be used within the facility so that they improve, purchase drugs, and make sure that service delivery is achieved at those hospitals. We have received reports, cases, we have documented cases of fraud where this money is being documented, is being collected and being diverted into personal property of some of these people through the medical superintendent, the county, the chief officer of health services, and so on and so forth. And this is a game that is going on within our facilities, so that you realize most of our facilities, they are starved. They are starved of finances, they don't have drugs. Like recently we saw they purchased drugs worth 30 million. But our FIF for the last financial year is clocking almost 2.5 billion. That means that is just a drop in the ocean when it comes to them buying drugs so that our hospitals can have drugs, so that we can have doctors being paid and so on and so forth. In terms of staffing and remuneration, we were perturbed when going to some of the various dispensaries. You find a whole dispensary has just one clinical officer. But when it comes now to recruitment of medical staff, and other people like the lab technologists, the technicians and so on, you come and realize this thing is being done politically. MCS last time were given names. They recruited people through SMS. You can imagine, in our health sector, Nakuru, we can do better. We have laid bare our facts that Nakuru County ailing health is failing. Looking at what happened in Nakuru Memorial Hospital, this was a great hospital that was supposed to go to the level of Nairobi Hospital for the people of Nakuru. It has treated, it has saved so many lives. They were doing dialysis. They have saved a lot of lives when it comes to that hospital. But the way dramatically and procedurally the county government of Nakuru closed down that hospital, this matter, we will never forgive you, Susan Kihika. We will never forgive. We will never forget. You can pay bloggers, the ones we now call them affordable bloggers. They are the ones who are abusing people. They are dancing on the graves of our residents, our women. When we are complaining about darkness, when you are complaining about lack of street lighting, they are telling us light is there. When we are talking about issues of governance, they are telling us we are extortionists. They call us all the manner of names. But we will not forget. We cannot say that 95 billion has been used so far and nothing is being seen on the ground. So, when you talk about War Memorial, we have great memories. We have bad memories. That our people even who campaigned for you, Susan Kihika, they died while being transferred out of that hospital. Those people, they stuck with you. But that hospital will remain in our mind as the worst decision ever taken by the county government of Nakuru through Susan Kihika. That one we will never forget. You can sell some characters. They can be writing things. It was a message of misconception. The senator has taken over that place, that matter to politicize. It is not politicization. People have died. Many people who are there were being taken care of there. They died while going to Moi teaching and referrals. Some died along the way while they go to Kenyatta, and others to St. Benedict Hospital in Nyahururu. This is not a matter, Susan Kihika, we can forgive you for. You can buy everybody. You can buy these masqueraders who have been masquerading as human rights activists, but in reality, they are just people who are looking for employment. We know them. They are affordable bloggers. They can be bought. They can go. We have no issue. We have no problem. But the people of Nakuru must never forget where this county government has taken us to be. When you look at even a department like agriculture, the backbone of our county, the county of Nakuru used to be seen as a second in terms of like one of the food baskets within the county, the Republic of Kenya. Right now, nobody talks about Nakuru. Where is food being planted? Where are you seeing extension officers going in homes, offering insemination to our animals, looking at when they offer what we call disease control? Nothing. That department has died. The Department of Agriculture is doing a lot of nothing. Look at during the last regime, we had mbuzis, condos were being given everywhere. We had sahiwal bulls. We had what we call fattening. We had even mechanization where the county government had even bought machines. What happened? What happened to those machines? That nowadays, that department is dead with a budget of over 4 billion. You can imagine. So nowadays, Nakuru County, we no longer talk about those issues. When you look at those kind of departments, you can even ask yourself, where did all that money went to? You have seen that right now, as we see, farmers are crying all over. There is no... Can anybody show me any factory that Susan Kihika has opened, either of milk processing, either juice processing, either that you can see that we used to say about potato farming, that we wanted to build cold rooms? Where are they? Nothing. These seedlings that they gave people, they were pyrethrum. These are just fake seeds. They dried. By the way, no farmers is talking about them. So you can imagine when you talk about the question of agriculture, that department is dead. Even when they came to the Agricultural Society of Kenya, ASK, the county government was unable to display anything. They just went to a supermarket, they bought a honey, and then they brought here with some few omenas, and a dried piece of fish, and they say this is what they are doing. Do we Nakuru, do we do fishing in Nakuru? Really? The Senate they were disappointed with Nakuru. That even you can talk about, look at the infrastructure needs. All our roads are gone. The access roads within our farms, nothing is being done. You had seen the other day, they had previously wanted to bring the NYS to the back door. And we still have information. They gave out money to NYS. That money, we want to tell the commandant of NYS, that money must be returned to Nakuru. It cannot just go like that. We want also to say that all our roads, even in the CBD, Nakuru CBD, let's talk about Nakuru CBD. Oh my God, this place is the worst. It is the worst in the history of devolution as far as Nakuru County is concerned. Look at the gatehouse, roundabout, holes here, here, here. Look at some of the needs within the major roads within the CBD. They are all full of potholes, and these potholes are everywhere. And this is not something what we can say that we can easily say that as a county we have been able to utilize our money so that we can be able to work on something that we can really say that our roads are being done. So what I want to say is that in terms of infrastructure, there is no ceiling unit within the roads department, and there is a lot of diversion. They used to do even drainages. No drainage is being done in the town. You come and realize when it rains, that place becomes a flooded area. It is called Lake CBD. Lake CBD. And we are the second county to receive the highest revenue from the shareable revenue from the national government. You can imagine Nakuru County. Look at the CBD. It is in darkness. Even outside the governor's office, just Pale IBC, you will look the portals which are there, international portals, even outside the office of the governor. But one thing I can understand about them, they don't stay here. They just come here for small functions, then they go back to Nairobi. After a while, they fly out. And that is the pathetic situation that we are going through as a county. Let me talk about also the city of Nakuru. Our city manager, Mr. Gachagua, has reduced himself to a UDA agent. That even during the last, I don't know, grassroots what, he was just one of the clerks, polling clerks, a city manager. The banja wewe umetuangusha. Too shameful that a city manager, you have not come even to address the question of our street youth, our street families, that is getting bigger and bigger every other day. We built an OVC center, Orphans, Vulnerable and Children Center in Njoro Homecraft. You, County Secretary Mwaura, you took over that project. You sent staff to occupy that, even in bedrooms for the children. And there's things that have been bought, equipments. Where did they go? You guys stole it and you sold them. Mutatuambia mahali mulipeleka hizo vitu. And you guys, we see that you are running somewhere, you want to become members of parliament. Tujikute tukiwaruhusu hata nyinyi. We must also say, Susan Kihika, when it comes to the question of the city, that no tangible amount of money, even a project has been seen. Our creatives, our young talents, they are meeting in church halls, being thrown here and there. The county government has not been able even to come up with a theater like the formerly or Nakuru Players Theater. Nothing. They just tell people to go to somewhere in a corner in the library, the National Library, until they call it the American corner. How? Shameful. Vijana, mmeachilia vijana. Come on Sunday, you will find creatives. Our young people, they are all over the town. They are taking photographs. Hawana mahali hata pa to develop those kind of talents. And you, governor, you are saying you are looking after our young people. Where is the youth policy? Where is the youth policy that is supposed to guide our county in terms of recruiting our young people, in terms of offering opportunities, and even what we call AGPO? You don't even do that. This county government has been reduced to a certain cartels of individuals. Those are the ones who are now taking everything and putting for themselves. We want to remind that we cannot continue to have such a city. Well, at the same time, it is in darkness. Streets, families are there. The place is filthy. When you look at the pavement, they are all broken. People are breaking their legs every other day. And you call yourself a city. When did they even last painted the city? Nothing. And here we are busy telling ourselves at two-term. Two-term what? Two-term what? Look at now disaster. Today, I can say here, if a fire breaks out in Nakuru, even Nakuru CBD, people are on their own. Fires have been happening in Kaloleni, Kivumbini, in areas of Milimani, Naka Estate. There is fire outbreaks. Every time people call the fire brigade, the line does not go through. Why? The 2 fire engines have stalled. Hatuna fire engine. They are just at the county commissioner's office. They are being hidden there because of a machine that has not been repaired. And the mechanic, we have information, said he cannot repair because the county owes him more than 15 million in repairs. You can imagine, repairs only. So what are you telling us, Susan? That in case of disaster, we are on our own. We have nothing else to say. So we have to tell you, Madam Governor, you have to understand that we have to stop a lot of things, looking at exactly some of the things that are happening within our areas. We need to tell ourselves that at the end of the day, our young people, the women of Nakuru cannot continue to suffer. Look at the E department, ya kina mama. That department is doing a lot of nothing. We hear the CEC is just meeting community leaders from our own community. There is nothing for women. There is no crisis home where our women, once beaten, they can go and take refuge. There is no shelter for our children. There is no shelter. Even the old arms house is neglected. We hear they don't have food. And here we are lecturing people. We want to say to the county government of Nakuru, Susan, you need to call your CCs to order. Some of them have gone rogue. We have seen in other counties like Bungoma, the governor there, Ken Lusaka, has sacked all the CCs. Everybody is at home. We better have a CEC that we can even have people that we can work with. But we cannot continue to call ourselves our city while we reduce ourselves to a grassroots county where we just do UDA elections like the governor when we see her going around. When will that Mama Mboga in free area who is sick see the governor go to her home? Tumemwona juzi ameenda kwa sijui mtu wa KPA sijui nini huko. Those big people, we can easily see her. What about the other common wananchi? Watu wa kawaida wako wapi? The mama mbogas, bodabodas, where are they? Where are they as far as Nakuru County is concerned? That means that something is terribly wrong somewhere. We need to remind our governor, your mandate is coming to a conclusion, but you still have one financial year that you can redeem yourself. You can at least do some of the projects. Ulisema utamaliza projects ambazo zilikuwa stalled. Juzi tumekusikia ukisema watu wakusamehe, haujafanya chochote. Now what is that? What is that? A whole governor anaomba msamaha asamehewe. Is that the governor which was? You are really a disappointment to us. You are speaker. We thought you know the law of the county government. You became the senator. You were supposed to become the county defender #1. You never did anything during your time as a senator. Now you are the governor and nothing is going on. We are wondering who bewitched us. Who bewitched us as the county government of Nakuru. Also, I want to remind the senator of Nakuru, Tabitha Keroche. You are the senator of Nakuru County. You ought to have been the county defender #1. So far, we are happy. You have been giving out information in regards to misuse of finances within the county government of Nakuru. You have been directing us what has been doing. You have been there in some of these major issues that are happening within our county. But we want to ask you, with all humility, Madam Senator, toka Naivasha, come to Subukia, go to Rongai, kuja ukae Kivumbini na watu huko ujue wako na shida gani ya manyumba. Come to Njoro, and so on and so forth. Otherwise, we cannot accept that you will do oversight just being stationed in one area. We want to ask you that so far the work that you have been able to do as our senator, you must continue with that work. You must continue injecting and continue to calling out the governor. Because if you keep quiet, we cannot achieve anything. We also want to advise you, madam. Wewe kuja one time, wacha mastori. Wacha kukua upande hii na upande hii. Kama wewe unapinga Susan na unasema wewe hutaki kwenda UDA, hauku participate kwa UDA, wewe kuja kwa chama. Kuja kwa chama tukuone. Kuja hata sema una hiyo chama na uachane na hizo mabendera unakuwa umepewa na manainani za uongo. Kuja utetee wananchi. Speak to Wanjiko in the morning, in the evening and during the morning, lunch time na evening. Wacha kuja unaongea saa hii mchana na saa 10 tunakuona State House. That is not what we aspire as County of Nakuru, County of Nakuru. So we have made it very clear. It is now the responsibility of the Senator of Nakuru County. Ufuatilie hiyo maneno tumepeleka Senate, uhakikisha kwamba hiyo memorandum inashughulikiwa. Otherwise, we are going to petition the control of budget to stop funding Nakuru for the next 1 year because nothing is being done. Kwani pesa yetu inaenda wapi? We need to understand where our money is going. We cannot be funded. Can somebody say that all the 11 sub-counties we can see 6 billion in every sub-county? Hakuna. So the senator, you need to follow up on that memorandum so that the governor can be summoned to answer to the queries and questions that we have asked there. And she must go there and answer them. Otherwise, Nakuru County, we are not headed in the right direction. We want to also, lastly, take this opportunity to give warning to the so-called affordable bloggers. We know you have been given money to dance on people's graves, on people's issues when our women are being raped, when our children are being bastardized, and all other things are happening. We know, nyinyi mlikuwa mnajifanya mnatetea raia, lakini mumepata kazi. But you must understand your day is coming. Na tunataka kuambia kama nyinyi ni wanaume na nyinyi ni wanawake vile mnajifanya, mutokee kwa kamera hivi vile nimetokea, mukuje mutusi wananchi wa Nakuru, muambie wasirudi kusema kuna shida. Sababu nyinyi mumepewa pesa, muende mkatetee wakora, endeleeni na hiyo utetezi yenu ya wakora. But you must understand, Nakuru will prevail and you people, you shall be defeated. One term, one touch for Nakuru County. God bless our county, God bless Nakuru.